What's up, everybody? Grant Wise here with Modern Agent Mastery and my man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Matt McCutcheon, who is murdering real estate right now. And he's doing it all with Facebook ads. And he's agreed to jump on and share a little bit about himself, a little bit about his story. So, dude, Matt, thanks so much for jumping on with me, dude.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Dude, tell me about it. You're telling me, and I just got to preface this with this guy's telling me that he's made $70,000 in 3 months with Facebook ads. Okay, so that's to start the story, but tell everybody, who are you? Like, where did you come from? How did you get real estate? What's going on?
I'm really just a nobody, man. That's the big thing. Honestly, it's kind of funny because, I was in real estate from 2003 to 2008. And I was pretty successful, just, normal, just average run-of-the-mill agent. Got out of real estate. I owned a gym for 10 years. And I sold my gym in December of 2016, so this past December.
Yeah.
Reactivated my license and then hooked up with my brokerage in February and really kind of got started in March. So this is March of this year to now. So it's kind of nuts. And
nuts.
I mean, the big thing for me was, and I really had an epiphany, is I did real estate, had the thought process of doing real estate the old way, like driving around looking for sale by owners. Because hell, it was 10 years ago. Facebook 10 years ago, that was like even before MySpace. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the era that I was doing it. It was old school. So I remember driving around. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. And I came across you. And I joined the program. I think it was in April is when I joined up.
Yep.
So from that point on, I just kind of started implementing things, running the homes list ad, and then the fish in the barrel came, and that changed everything for me. I don't know why. I think I really hate real estate agents. That's just I'm not that type of guy. Like they're just. People don't like robots, like they just don't. And with the fish in the barrel ad, it gives people the ability to see me as a person. Like, I'm a normal human being, I have emotion and things. And so, I can't tell you how many times people are like, oh my God, you're the same way you are in all your videos. I might cuss a little bit more, but that's the only difference. And the thing is that people don't want robots, that nice, and it's, kind of funny. You always talk about like when you go to like real estate conventions, like nobody looks like they do on the business card.
Yeah.
Because real estate agents have this like perceived image. And so for me, I was just going to own it. I was just going to own myself. You know what I mean?
100%.
I have tattoos. I have a mohawk. I have muscles. And so I owned it, and then I sold that. I was like, this is who you're getting, and this is what I'm going to do. And that ability to use that through Facebook changed the game for me. And I can't, like, literally today, I was at the pharmacy getting medicine because I've been sick. The pharmacy tech, she's like, I've seen your videos. She's like, I've been wanting to buy a house. She's like, I can't believe I saw you today. And I gave her my business card. It was, it's just, and that happens all the time because
that's awesome.
Those fish in the barrel ads, man, I run the hell out of those. They don't ever stop. So,
and you've kind of become internet famous in your local community, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I literally can't go to dinner, to the gym, to the pharmacy, wherever without somebody recognizing me.
Dude, that's so cool. So let's backtrack a little bit, right? You signed up in March, signed up in April. What was it like? Why did you think that Facebook was the thing? Did you just happen to be going through one of those moments and old Zuckerberg caught you with a good Facebook ad, or like what was it that you were like, this old stuff isn't working, I got to try something different? Why Facebook? Why not something else?
I watched a Gary Vee video, to be honest with you, Gary Vaynerchuk. And he was talking about how much when the Fortune 500 companies realize how much money they're spending on old ways of advertising, and then they finally put money into Facebook, you don't need to be on the backside of that wave.
Yeah.
And that was it, man. I was like, makes sense to me. And then I just, I watched that video, and that next day, me and my wife went out to dinner. It was just me and her. And, we were sitting there and we were talking, and we just kind of have this rule, no phones at dinner. But we were just watching everybody around us, and they were doing their Facebook cardio, just scrolling. And I'm like, man, that is the way to get to everybody. Yeah. And it was just kind of that epiphany, that moment of, watching Gary Vee in that video and watching people around me and what they're doing. And you just kind of have to be self-aware of what's going on, and I literally riding around that day looking for FSBOs. That was not the ticket. I knew that really fast. I was like, this ain't going to work anymore. So, I knew I had to do something different. And this is basically how I've retaught myself how to be a marketing company. And, my product's real estate right now. My product could be anything, but the tools that I've learned through this have been so valuable that they can reciprocate in anything. Whether it's selling a house,
anything, yeah, 100%,
whatever, and I just saw the value in it,
What
I know
what, and you might be diving into this in a second, but there had to have been some skepticism. There's so many self-proclaimed gurus out there. There's so many people promising the moon and not able to deliver. There's so many programs that have come about in the last 6 months. There's all these people. What was the skepticism? What were you thinking? What was your biggest reservation about joining Modern Agent Mastery?
Well, my thing is I wanted – I'm a skeptic, but this is kind of how I look at it. There's templates to a lot of things in success. Mm-hmm. You can look at success everywhere, whether who it is, but there's somewhat of a template to it. And no matter what, like the cornerstone is applying what the template does, whether, and the baseline of that is going to be the hard work. You got to get in there and get gritty. You know what I mean? That's the common denominator on everything. So I remember reading one of your emails. It was before we even set up the conversation. And it was like, you can, do all this, but there is no promise to doing anything if you can't sell, if you can't.
If you're not going to do the work, you're not going to get the results.
Yeah,
just flat out.
Yeah. And that was the baseline. I'm like, dude, I'll outwork anybody. I'm not, that's not, that's not my thing. And the thing too is, I've been in the fitness industry, and I know that there are tons and tons of templates that work if people will follow them and apply them like they're supposed to be done. And I feel like, Modern Agent Mastery is that way. The big thing is learning to follow through and apply the templates that are there. It's great if you have, 2,000 leads, but hell, if you don't follow up on any of them and do the work and the follow up, you're not going to sell anything. So it's kind of that give and take. Like, we'll teach you to, to run, but you're going to have to run the race. That's the type of thing. So, and for me, it wasn't so much of the skepticism. It's like, anytime you pay up front for something, you're kind of like, all right, where's the catch?
Yep.
But my thing is money is, I can make more money. I'm not worried about that. Knowledge and time, if I can find something to learn from, learn a new technique or something, and I can find value in it somehow, some way, it's going to be worth it for me in the long run. Everybody's going to make bad investments somewhere along the way, but this sure as hell isn't one of them. So, I'm just being honest.
That's hilarious. So you're not just talking about making $70,000 in a few months. Like you came prepared to this call. I think you showed me before we really got going. You got proof. You got proof that you've actually been collecting checks. You got escrows,
so
right?
Check this out. Yeah, I did a little number. So in July, just July alone, I did $45,567 just in July.
And you had just gotten in the program in April.
Yep.
That's less than 60 days.
Yeah, these are check stubs. I had a closing this morning. Here's the closing statement and the check. Like, it's no BS, man. And so this closing this morning was for my fishing at Barrel Hat. The guy called me when I was on vacation, sitting on a beach in Florida. Didn't speak a lick of English. didn't speak English. So I had one of my friends who speaks Spanish interpret. I got the listing and closed the thing today. So, I mean, like, that's the crazy stuff that happens. So in today, I mean, there was, his daughter was there interpreting while we were at the closing. But, I mean, it's the craziest stuff that would have never happened if I hadn't done this.
Yeah.
Just the truth, man.
Completely different. It's crazy how life can change in just a matter of months. And it feels like a lifetime, when you seem to be going through stuff. But when you put your nose down and you commit, you just do the work, you listen and take action. It's as simple as that. You can wake up 3 months later, 4 months later, 5 months later. Dude, I can't wait to see what's going to happen to you like 2 years later. Like, where are you going to be?
That's what my wife's like. She's like, you got to go to the intensive. You've got to do that. Like, he's like, I can't even imagine what would happen if you come back from that. I was like, I know. So that's the goal, man.
So here's the cheesy question, right? There's a lot of skeptics out there, and I'm no stranger to this. I understand that there's a lot of gurus that have come into the space. There's a lot of people that make empty promises, and I'm not asking for anything like that right now. Just true, honest. If we have a skeptic that's watching this video right now, what do you say to somebody that's thinking that's trying to decide if Modern Agent Mastery is a program where they can go learn Facebook ads, get results? What do you think? What would you say to that person?
I just show them the money. That's it. Like, if you want, like, here's the check stubs. Like, it's no BS. Like, that's what I mean. I'm sure I'm probably the exception to the rule. Not everybody. And I mean, I've been lucky a little bit along the way. My sphere of influence from the back, past, 15 years has come back. Because here's the thing too, those Facebook ads have reached my old clients that didn't even know I was in real estate anymore.
That's awesome.
So not to get into another story, but these clients I sold a house for them 12 years ago. They called me and said, hey man, I want to list your house, or I want you to list our house. Go list their house. They're like, we're not ready to show it yet. I was like, let me snap a few pictures. I'm going to run a coming soon Facebook ad. Ran the Facebook ad the day that they first let me show it. I hadn't even put it in the MLS yet. Run the coming soon. I showed it within an hour. Sold full price, out the door.
That's
like
incredible.
It's just, and so I mean, it was just due to a Facebook ad, and they couldn't believe it. But it's just like all of this ties back into what I've learned through Modern Agent Mastery. I mean, that's like I couldn't do what I'm doing without learning what I've learned from you guys. Period.
Dude, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. And if you come in, do the work, and take action, you don't just learn how to fish, man. You learn how to hunt. Like you said earlier, you can apply this stuff to anything, not just selling houses. That's incredible, dude. I'm so proud of you, man. That's so awesome that you came in and just dug in and did that. And for those of you that are watching this right now, like, this could be you sitting in a rocking chair in your front porch talking about holding up big checks. Like, all you gotta have to do is
Georgia rain, man. That's it.
all you have to do is take action, dude. Matt, I thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us, sharing a little bit of your story, dude. I cannot wait to see where you are in another few months.
Definitely, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything, buddy.
All right, thanks.